Hey everybody, what's going on? So I want to talk about what I think might potentially happen in chapter 20 of the manga verses. Okay, so the last chapter we got was chapter 19.2, and it ended off with Jachi facing off against Gimbok. They were face to face. Now, I think a lot of us are under the assumption that in chapter 20, we're going to start to see the fight between Gimbok and Jachi, right? That would be pretty cool. I'm sure we would see some amazing stuff. But, you know, over this past like 2-3 weeks, I've been thinking to myself, we're all under the assumption that we're going to see a fight between Gimbok and Jachi coming up, but that's not necessarily guaranteed. And what I mean by that is at any point, the author one can switch from one scene to another. And even though the last image that we saw was Jachi and Gimbok facing off against each other, we might not actually get a fight between those two in chapter 20. The author might jump from that scene, maybe back to Hollow, Pakka, and Bass, and the young kid who were flying off to the mountains to go see if they can find Gigatila. They might take us back to them, or it might even take us back to the humans at the outlaw world. We might get to see a little bit more with them. I'm not entirely sure. But again, we're all super excited, right? But I think that we should really take a second to realize we might not see that. You know, we might get thrown somewhere else. Now, what do I think? Me personally, bro, that's a tough one, man. Because we got 2 chapters, 19 and 19.2, of like nonstop action. And I kind of feel like usually when we get so much action, eventually it gets toned down and taken away. You know, because it's like you don't want to like overwhelm the people with just like nonstop action. So I think it's a strong possibility that we might not see Gimbok and Jachi fight in the next chapter. We might see Hollow and Pakka discovering Gigatila, or we might see the heroes in the outlaw world and see what's going on with them and stuff like that. So I'm excited either way because I'm interested in seeing Gigatila. I'm also interested in learning more about the outlaw world. So even if we don't get the Gimbok versus Jachi fight, I'm okay with that. But I think that there's some other fans out there who are so psyched because that's what we left off on, that I just don't want people to be super disappointed because, you know, that might not be the case for chapter 20. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that we're going to see Gimbok versus Jachi? Or do you think they're going to throw us with Hollow and Pakka and Bass? Or do you think they're going to throw us with the heroes in the outlaw world? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Like always, if you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more like it, hit subscribe. That's all I got for you guys. All right, bye.